Good morning, Hillman Cancer Center. Happy Wednesday to you. Welcome to Cooking for Cancer and Chronic Disease. My name is Danielle Petrina. I'm the project manager for the Wellness and Integrative Oncology Program. This is Angela Zaccanini, our registered dietitian who focuses on lifestyle nutrition. Today we are talking to you a little bit about meal prep and showing you a burrito bowl that you can do ahead of time.
Yep.
So, Angela, I think we should talk about meal prep. I love to talk about meal prep.
Yeah.
How to make it easy, when you should do it, why you should do it.
Yep.
You go.
Okay. I think meal prep and planning is probably the most important thing to meeting your nutrition goals. Whether it's weight loss, weight gain, just symptom management, overall feeling better, being healthier. I think it's something that saves you time and energy during the week.
Yep.
That, you're going to have to put a little more time and energy on your off time, right? So like on a Sunday, if that's when you have the most free time, that's when you're going to want to put in that time and energy to save you throughout the week. So this particular recipe, we don't actually have a recipe, right?
Right. No, we just made this up actually. So we have our nutrition ambassadors here on site with us today, and this is what they're going to be eating for lunch. We came up with this recipe because it's actually, we were just, I don't know. We were just being like fun and like, what's easy? How can we do this?
Yeah.
Blah, 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 doing like multiple
Feed
things.
more people,
Yeah. So, but we love this. The staff here, this is I think this is our second time we've made this.
I think it might be our third.
Yeah.
Right.
So but it's also just something so nice for you to think about, like if you're working and you can just come home and like put this together, be done.
Yep.
If you have a family, this is a great family meal that you can do in bulk. As you can see, we have like all the ingredients right here. Now these are very pretty restaurant-y containers that you probably don't have in your house, but certainly your Tupperware will do. And you can kind of just put it out like this and be done. I'm a huge fan of meal prep. I'm type A, so like organization is key in my life.
I feel like I'm type Z.
What's that? Is there a thing?
I don't know, but I feel like I'm not type A at all.
I feel like you're type A over certain things.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But this is also like second nature to you.
Yeah,
right?
I guess.
So like she like has these recipes. I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna do that because it just feels like extreme to me, But I think that, I don't know about our audience, but I do a lot of meal delivery service.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm a huge fan of actually the Walmart delivery service. They do a good job. Their meats are really good. You can get some things that are already freshly cut for you, fruits, vegetables, so that's really nice. But if you have kids at home, it's really nice to get your fruit, cut it up, be ready for the week, get your vegetables.
Roast some vegetables.
Roast some vegetables.
I always say get, as much vegetables as you want and put them on sheet pans.
Yes.
Dice them up, throw them in the oven, and then you have them ready for the week.
Yes.
And then you can utilize them in different ways, whether it's a side dish, whether it's in a soup, on top of a salad, however you want it. But then you get variety as well, So I think that, again, saves you time and energy, but also gives you variety, and then it helps you to make better choices. So if I don't prep or plan, I'm eating out, we're ordering lunch, we, maybe you're stopping after work to grab something for our families. Like, you end up making some not bad decisions, but maybe quick decisions that aren't going to benefit you as much.
Well, and I know we've, as a family, been trying to like just cut back with ordering out because it's just so expensive.
It's so expensive.
I think it's obviously because of the delivery apps. There's such a service fee charge. Wow.
Yeah.
There's such a service fee to them. So, and while like you obviously want to treat yourself and feel good about that, there's just some things that you can do. They're quick, easy, healthy.
Sure.
And this is one of those recipes.
Yep.
So, Ange, go ahead, kick us off.
Okay, so some things you want to do ahead of time is open all your canned goods. To me, that's like so time consuming.
I agree.
Especially with our can opener.
Yeah, it took us a while to figure out the can opener.
Anyway, so we're using canned corn, black beans, and then diced tomatoes. Of course, whatever you have in your pantry, utilize. This is more or less like a Chipotle bowl, I would say. So that's why we're using those type of ingredients. Another thing you can prep ahead of time is the brown rice, which we already did. And you can do that a couple days before.
Oh, for sure.
Put that in the fridge, and then you can utilize it for different recipes as well.
Yep.
So that's something you can do. Of course, we like convenience too, is getting the boxed greens or bagged greens.
Already washed. Please God.
And I think, we talk about this before, is that kale I
yeah.
hate the kale because it has all of those stems in it. I would rather literally get a head of kale and chop it myself.
Right, before
but
that.
again, if we're trying to save time and energy, it is what it is. So we have this, and something you're probably going to have to do during that time of building your bowl is cook your chickpeas. So we found this chickpea recipe. It's from Peas and Crayons.
Okay.
Never
It
used
sounds
their
like for,
recipes
like,
before.
kids.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's crispy taco seasoned roasted chickpeas. Now,
They're so good.
something you can do ahead of time is make the taco seasoning,
Right.
which is literally 4 ingredients. It's garlic powder, cayenne pepper, chili powder, and cumin.
Also, if you just have
A taco seasoning
a
packet.
taco seasoning packet, feel free.
That's all you can do. So you are going to want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. So if you have all this ready to go, that's the only thing you're going to have to prepare.
Right.
So preheat your oven 400 degrees. As you're assembling the bowl, those are cooking for about 20, 25 minutes. We like them really crispy, so we tend to keep them in there pretty long. Now, it does say to add olive oil to your chickpeas before you put it in the oven. I prefer to do that afterwards because, again, I like them extra crispy.
Right.
So you're just going to add them to a bowl. And like I said, this is now where I'm going to just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top. And then we already have our taco seasoning prepped. So you're just going to toss that over your chickpeas. Give it a little mix. Now, if you don't really like spicy, you can omit the cayenne pepper or maybe do a little bit less, depending on what you like. But it almost tastes like traditional taco seasoning.
Yeah.
So,
I
okay.
actually think that this is a great little recipe for kids. Obviously, you would not put so much cayenne pepper,
Right.
but they're good little poppers.
I'm going to grab okay.
Can we just do it?
Sure.
I wash my hands, so,
She got us.
I mean, also.
Sous chef.
Right.
Okay, so the way you assemble your bowls, or how we assemble our bowls, is we do get our greens in there. So we're going to put just a handful of greens at the base of your bowl.
And we're using spring mix. I mean, obviously, you can do a romaine, you can do a butter lettuce, like whatever you like.
Honestly,
you could do a head of lettuce.
Whatever you have.
Whatever you want, whatever's convenient, whatever works within your budget. Is that good? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'd
Okay.
like to break it up a little bit.
And then you're going to do just, a few scoops of your brown rice. A few scoops of your corn. And of course, again, you can add whatever you want. You can omit whatever you want. That's what's good about these bowls, is you can make it as you wish.
Also, it's really pretty. There's a lot of color.
How filling is it too?
Oh, it's so good. I mean, we look forward to this as a staff. And then, you could also throw guacamole on top of this, a little bit of shredded cheese. We actually get, what's that dressing? Is it cilantro lime?
We have a cilantro lime and then that green goddess.
Green goddess. So dressing that's pretty good. And then this is just the final product. So Ange, if you could just tip it a little bit for me, that'd be great. Yeah. So you can see it looks beautiful. There's lots of color there. So easy. I mean, if you prep this, you're ready. You could obviously add more of a protein to it if you're into chicken, and you can just throw that right on top. That's also something that you could meal prep ahead of time. Yeah. Just throw in a couple chicken breasts. You could also just put that in a crock pot, get it shredded really quick, or an Instapot, whatever you have. But this is like something simple, and I think sometimes it's just like reminding all of us that like you can just keep it simple.
Absolutely.
It doesn't need to be a thing.
Yep.
So,
and it's not actually following any sort of recipe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that gives you some room to play around.
Right. As a reminder, I just threw up Ange's email address at the bottom. So we have a email distribution list. Ange sends one email a week, just reminding you the recipe that's coming up for that Wednesday, and also to remind you about our live Q&As that happen on the last Wednesday of every month. So if you'd like to join it, copy down that email, shoot her an email, and just let her know you'd like to be a part of it. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day. We hope you are well. Happy fall.
Yep.
And that's it.
We'll see you next week.
Take care.